morning, I tasked my daughter, my eldest daughter, 15 years old, to cook fish, for lunch for us. And it is just so good because I have something to do. So, well, I have no choice but to delegate, what I couldn't do to my child. Well, what's good about it is if you have things to do, then yes, as I've said, you have no choice but to, you know, um, give tasks to others. Otherwise, I'm gonna do it all myself. What happens if, as a family woman, as a wife, as a mother, I will not be able to, I'm gonna do it all. I will not delegate anything to my children. No, I will do it all. So what happens if I don't give them tasks to do? Then there will be no training. I mean, what will happen? Like 20 years, when they reach 20 years, I will just expect them to know how to cook without training at all. So actually, it's so good. It's a blessing in disguise. If I have so many things to do that I cannot do everything, so I have no choice but to distribute the tasks. That's what I was telling my husband. Well, it's good to know oneself. I mean, that's the greatest thing that ever happened to me. Being able to get to know myself. Having all those healing, grief work. In order to heal. Looking inside me, journaling, and so I got healed. Somehow, well, I got healed in many things, and because of that, I got to know myself, and it's so good because when I got to know myself, then everything is just easy. I know I know my style. I know what I want. Let's start with, of course, clothing. With interior designing. With even possibly the food that you want to cook. Anything, everything. With a kind of people who will possibly jive with you. It's so good. So I feel it's so important. I realize it's so important to really get to know oneself. That's why I told myself that is the gift that I'm going to give to my children. I mean, I will, mold them that they will be able to go get to know themselves. Then I'm out of here. I mean, the rest is history. They'll be okay. They'll be a-okay in the sense that they will be able to know what to do in life. So in the same way with my life, when I got to know myself, then I was able to rightly partition, my schedule, what I wanted to do or what I needed to do. So, I kind of know I got to know my priorities. So it's like, time became gold. I get to use my time wisely, and so because I have these important things to do. I know what is important for me. I got to know myself. Therefore, I am able to say no to some things, and then because of that, I'm able to delegate things to my children. And so I really realized that yes, it is really a blessing, to know to do, to have no time to do other things or everything. That way, I have really no choice but to, push some responsibilities to my children, and that's so good because as I've said, it's really important for them to be trained and if I do everything on my own, then I will never get trained, you know. So it's really a blessing in disguise that no choice but to give them the tasks, and that way they will be trained, you know, really trained. I mean, especially in housekeeping, cooking, cleaning, washing dishes, and that's so good. I mean, I cannot wait, like when they become 20, and then I will start letting them do these things. No, no way. I mean, it's really the most wrong thing a mother can do, you know, to not let her children do anything at home. So let's not be surprised when, you know, come 20 and when come adult stage, and our children do not know anything. Well, especially at home. We cannot expect that. I mean, you know, for the whole time we didn't train them, and then we just expect them, you know, to get up and do these things that, you know, when they reach 20 years old without training at all. Impossible. That's really the most wrongest, or the wrongest thing to do. There's such a word. So yes, it's so good, and I'm just so glad that I was able to get to know myself. So I was able to prioritize, know what I want to do, know what I want to do in life, you know, not just, you know, be carried away by the waves. No, I have a mission. I'm a man or a woman in a mission, you know. I'm living life with a purpose, and it works very much well with my children, because then they're really being trained, you know, being trained in the things that I cannot do. You know, I mean, I'm limited to be able to do. And as I've said, I was talking to my husband this morning that it's actually good, you know, it's on-the-job training. I mean, you know, they're learning while they're doing it. I mean, you know, it's gonna be food for lunch, it's gonna be fish for lunch, and, you know, they're going to cook that fish. So you know, it's not just like in a class that you have, you know, you need to cook something, you know. I mean, part of your you know, requirement in class, but no, this is, you know, what we're going to eat. So, you know, you're being trained, you know, as in the daily grind, daily routine at home. It's so good. I mean, that's the best gift that we can give to our children, to, you know, to equip them, definitely with housekeeping. Yeah. And well, as I've said, also, I was able to do that. I was able to, you know my priorities, you know, not just, you know, get carried away by allow myself to be carried away by the waves, because I got to know myself. That's so important. So also, that's the greatest gift that I can give to my children, you know, letting them, molding them, you know, raising them, that they will be able to get to know themselves. Because once they get to know themselves, then, you know, I'm just out of here, you know. They will know what to do in life. I mean, they will know what they want. They will, you know, they will know what direction they will go. It's like, you know, it's like, not like, oh, I don't know what to do, I don't know where to go. You know, it will be like, I know what to do. I say that's the greatest thing. Again, it's not all about me. It's about you and me, living life to the fullest.